Hello, Prophets. Welcome to another episode of Technical Analysis by the Crypto Prophet. Wow, guys. Wow. What do we got here? Look at this. We are just rocking and rolling ever since we dumped back down at the end of the January. We just pump and dump, pump and dump, and pump again. But check it out. We are on a lower trajectory of lower highs. We have got to get back up here. We have got to get back up here. I know a lot of people are saying 44.4 or 45. I really think we've got to get back up into this zone of this volume over here. I mean, look at this, because volume is dropping off down here. So let's take a look at another chart now. Oh, this is the big prediction chart I talked about the other day where we got option one. We are coming down actually this year. We aren't going to see another all-time high until next year or the year after. So we could be in this for the long haul. That's a very conservative estimate. But we are out of this wedge here, right? So on the 4-hour chart, we're out of the wedge. Stochastics, they've come down and they're starting to turn back up. So we're oversold on that, ready to buy back in. Let's check out the daily time frame. So out of this wedge, what we'd like to see here is we could have this pullback back down to 42, 43 range, and then have the pump up and bounce up from there and continue the bull run. We just have to get up above 45, 46. Really, 47 is a strong point of resistance for us. If we look at this chart, here, we're running into some serious resistance. All these purple lines have been major resistance support levels in the past. We're bashing into them now. We had last year a daily close here in September. That's the month before we had that massive bull run up. If we can get up above that 46 line right there, we've still got a lot of spider webs to get up and through here. But once we get up through this, it really is a lot of smooth sailing until we can reach that 50K, and then we're going to have levels up here around there, of course, ebb and flow as we move up. But it does look, if you look here at the 4-hour, we've just green dotted and we're oversold on the RSIs, so we're going to start to curve back up and maybe see another pump up to higher targets. Let's look here at the daily. Let's look at the market cipher on the daily. Started to kind of level out on the money flow, and the VWAP's coming down. We really want to see this green money flow pump up more on the daily, so that means that some of these lower time frames have started to slow down. Now we also are oversold on the RSIs on the daily as well. So if we go down to the 1 hour, still pumping up, money flows coming in, that could reflect later on in the daily. And if we go to the weekly, looks really, really good. See this? We are still coming up right here on the RSIs. This could put us in all the way through the month of April that we were pumping up, get to the top early May, and then we see that dump down in May. Let's look here. This is on the weekly. The volume is tipping down, but we've had a couple of green candles on the weekly. We do want to see a little bit more volume. Let's get back here to some of these other charts that we were in. The video the other day, I was talking about how we could start to see a level off here, and we could be turning back down. It doesn't mean we can't bounce. Now, if we can get above this wedge, we can bounce and have higher targets as well. But the thing is that we are, and I know there's a couple of wedges going on because this is more of an even higher time frame wedge that's not playing out, I mean, until off the charts, the end of the year, really. So we do have some smaller ones that are in play. This is our Bitcoin Coinbase chart that we started, again, at the end of January. So if we compare that to this one right here, we're already kind of playing into the end of April here to either dump or pump on Bitcoin. It's going to depend. This volume is very, very low. As you can see here, the volume is very, very low for today. This is the daily on Saturday. So that's not good, because if we dump back below 44,000 and we close the week tomorrow, that's looking very bearish for Bitcoin. And what we're going to have is that we're going to have, boom, we're going to come back into this wedge, probably come back to this point of control, 41, 42, bounce up. We could get rejected and come back and trade down here in this volume range over here, which is at 38 to 39 range, and fall out of the wedge and go down. However, we could get a lift up off the wedge, and this whole wedge could play out. Now it usually goes in favor of the momentum, which is up in this case. So if we say, okay, if we break out of this wedge, where's our target going to be? Let's get a conservative right there. We would have a target of 51.3, which would bring us up above this 200-day moving average, which is what we really need to be in a bull market run. So if this is starting to curve over and coming back down because we are coming up, we want to be able to meet it and get above it, probably right around here at 47. That's the level I was talking about that we need to get above in order to jump up to that 52 and continue this bull run to the upside. It's Crypto Prophet. God bless you all. Stay tuned for another video coming very soon.